MAAT,
MAAT,
Ratoyamuhela, Sofena Luna, David Nakola, who Bogafika, Momo Atteridgeville. Welcome. If I can tell you the story, but later on, welcome. Bobo Tawanya Fereti, Ferti, la street community, or Kamushi. So, not trying to come Tell what I tried to tell you. Then we tell what I'm making, one of the making containing a degree. I still was in
Okay. Angangaqala-ke manje. Bengithi usivulele Ndlovukazi. Thina sizwe, thina sizwe,
Atele.
Shobale konkoli.
Ilole, shobale, kokolo. Ilole, shobale,
Shobale konkoli.
ilole, shobale, kokolo. Ilole, shobale,
Shobale konkoli.
ilole. Bemoya, 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 Vamos
Bonabakhulu. Maseke. Ayimothep. Thokozeni. Dumelang lona kaofela ba tswang ko kgole le kgaufi. Nna ka lebitso ke ka be lepile wa gatatane segolo sa aka Mapelo wa Molisilo Rula. Nna ke dula gona mo Atteridgeville. Ke dumedisa lona ba ko South ba ga Kemo re na ba ka mo North re ga la mogela gompieno re tlo bua ka introduction ya MAAT ke lengoloile la balance la molao la botho la lerato la kutlwisiso ke tshepa gore ka mo la bona setse wila ntlhaela mara ke tshepa gore ka ona ke mo MAAT le ena o tla etsa go bane le balance. MAAT ke if I'm not mistaken the 11th month if re berekisa di calendar tsa sekgowa mare is the 11th principle. Ke mothaka o le mola ka mona wa Lephuka ke MAAT. Ya mothaka wa Lephuka ke MAAT ke mmemolao. So re tsamaya le Nkhuluntsingisa gore a tlo re lokisetsa molao o leng ka mogara dipelo tsa rona segologolo rena ba re dula mo Atteridgeville gobane phelindawa e mogausa ne phelindawa go na le uranium plant mo e leng gore rona ka fela mo Atteridgeville e ke be re tlhalogano tsa rona di tshwatsegile di na le MAAT di na le bojehuti di na le boheru le bona di principles tse kaofela nke be le re di million ya kaofela mo Atteridgeville by default systematically by default jwalo re tshwanetse re lokise taba tsa tlala taba tsa dipotla le lethabo nna ka lebitso ka moya ke heteru bathi umlingane waka asa indlovukazi yamadlozi umlingokazi ke lenyake ke lengolo le le nyadisang lengolo le la lerato wa bona lingoloila ba tlantswelo pele sure without Teteru I never reach le go la very umvundisi kahle mubutsisi kahle aka se so ka mantswe a mang a o kera gore sa go fela pele nka ke feletse ka di announcement ko sa hona batho right mola ke book ke market wa rona if ever wa to tseba gangata ka GEK pila re pusha calendar for nna ngathi yini igobela ngathi ugobela aphilayo uyabona ngoba ukuthwasa into ukuthi uyenza every day manje loyo ugobela 99 awuthoka lo bhula ke muthu khosa ukuthi sisizulu tshwantse unyake Sesotho or that language etoblelang lwena ngoba ishukumiza umzimba yeah so re believer hore not even re believer we know because of here we don't believe we know it's just a matter of time we know who our kingdom is coming and how when no but we don't want for lena bana ba motho wa montsho bana ba ntu le tlogalle go ntle John mo GK Great Empire of Kemet Bonabakhulu le ZMF re bone gore ha botoka re tsia bana ba rona re ba kenya mo database ngo bona gore re khona ba nkgella re ba bone le moya ba bone gore for the blessing his fish o ska thala gore rena yano le la re email go bona khona go mano bani kana no tlile ya tshwara o tlangathela ba o ba rute gore gona le MAAT go bona after MAAT go tla nude last number go bona tsona le credit move last number go bona mara mo ke mo phelinda ke thapa hore ditaba tsa bohuri ditaba tse le mohuru no a dia ka tsela di tla fela ka he lebitso le phelinda go bona ra bona MAAT a phela ra bona le nude gore he a sa a fihla le badimo ba rena because of Basotho ba re go Thomas Mokhala go bona ba bone he ka he ba bone re seteweditse go Gauteng a dile thuka e tsamaya ka di-season so re ke phepolo at the back e tlo kry kgale ya bophepolo and ba e leng gore ba attenda di-session tse every day every week koparo le itikeng gore ne le le teng or ne le se teng wa bona you are only doing justice to the spirit not to me wa bona to that spirit that's gonna make one of us to haircut that thing for the betterment of everyone.
Andufkas, Andufkas, Antu, Antu, Angwedi, Angwedi, Anum Tutun, Zinzis, Aloli, Credomu, Imhotep, angithi ngibulise nami ngibonge nawo wonke umuntu ophumelela ukuba khona la namhlanje. Sibonge namadlozi ethu, imimoya yethu ukuthi siphephisile saze safika thina sibuya kwezinye indawo. Siyabonga kakhulu. Sibonga umvelinqanga, Ramasedi, Angwedi, MAAT, Amamlaw, Amthethokazi. Namhlanje ke sizokhuluma ngomthethokazi. Ungene nge-23. I-23 beziningi. Last Sunday. Kepha manje yaklashana nokuthi iguru yethu uBabukredo bokuyilanga lakhe nge-21. Sasesibona ukuthi ngcono si-celebrate impilo yakhe. Lingadlulilanga singamcelebrateanga ngoba huyo sinikeze lo lwazi. Vusa amazulu. Credo muntu. Thokozini. Ngabe nathi asimanga ngalendlela. Ngabe bokungasuba uBabukredo ukuthi saba nendlebe yokumamela. Meke sibuyisela ukuthi si-connecte nemvelo, because this is what is important. uBabukredo never said connectami nami. Usikhombe sonke unature. Wathi go back and connect ne-nature. Namhlanje ke sikhuluma ngoma-art amthethokazi. Amamlaw. Thokozini. Ukuthi si-understand ukuthi mesikhuluma ngoma-art sikhuluma ngani. Iscience yokhokho bethu isikhomba kulento esiyibiza ngokuthi isithunzi. Sirithi yini ngeSuthu? Kisirithi. Because akere lele fatshe la rona lena le sirithi. Manje ke lento ilokuyas yabona. Siyambiza uma-art but without really understanding what are we saying. Remember ukuthi uma-art is one nomvelinqanga, is one Ramasedi. Is that a 3 in 1 and 1 in 3? Ramasedi, uma-art, uJehudi. Ramasedi wemetse molao. Jehuti kiena buang. Tato ya Ramasedi. Gore tshwantse go be jang. Ramasedi, when Ramasedi a creator bophelo. Uqadile ka molao for everything. High creator tshwantse ilatele molao. Ingakho sithi uma-art yilento ngesilungu bayibiza ukuthi i-etheric body. Wonke umuntu nayo because siphiliswa yiyo le etheric body. Meaning ukuthi mesigula
akugula umzimba kugula umoya in that etheric body. So yingakho okhokho bethu haba uhalaf bare ari check pin re shape x-ray ya marapo gore re thole hore wena bothata ba hao o kae. Manje okhokho bethu bayilanda lapha emoyeni. Yingakho isilungu sithi hayi no mawufika and udoctor ubuza wena ubuhlungu uthi khanda lenzani khanda bese kuthi oh udinga lokho and umlungu uyapacify akahili akaphilisa umlungu. Manje ke thina isintu sethu siyajula kakhulu ngoba asifuni uphinde ubuye uzositshela ukuthi ukhala ngalenkinga. Yingakho iunderstanding yethu ukuthi uma sikulapha kumele siqale kuphi emoyeni. Isithunzi sakho sidito bayibiza ukuthi to detoxify. Ngesintu siye sithi la kunyangeni bathini femba. Umuntu meke femba ufembayo akafembi umzimba wakho ufemba umoya ucleana your etheric body sirithisa how sonke sibe clean all the time. Otherwise if there's dirt there iphumela kuphi emzimbeni. Manje ke MAAT yiwo ke lo mthetho leso sithunzi that surrounds all of us. Yizinja, itshalo, ihlahla zinaso lesithunzi. Yingakho umuntu meke nesithunzi esibi. It's not even necessary ukuthi akhulume. Uyamuzwa ukuthi hey blind. Because umoya ende sibamba nakuphi emoyeni. Umuntu womoya ngeke umqambela amanga ngoba ufunda ingaphakathi lakho before when you articulate. If you define yourself kanama arenama remoya. Yingakho kubathi kilela moya akileli akileli nama because nama yabola. Yabola inyama silwelani into ephila kunaphakade moya wa. That's why riri ahuna lifu umoya uyashintsha into different forms. So ingakho ngithi ngeke ngibulale mina ngifi ngoba umoya uzolokhu uzamile mlo ngiyiphinda phinda ngibuye ngizokutinyela waya abantu baze bathi uyahlanya la ekhanda ngila kuwe ngoba wangambisa before time. Manje siyabonga ukuthi uyabona sesina i-understanding kama-art ngescience yethu hayi ngescience yabelungu. Abelungu baphelela nje because they have a limitation in terms of understanding. But MAAT yi-balance nje kuphela. MAAT yi-order. MAAT umthetho. Abakutshela ukuthi i-creation itself it has umthetho. And yilo mthetho thina esikhuluma ngawo ukuthi we must never violate lo mthetho, because when we violate lo mthetho something bad happens to us. Lento abayibiza ukuthi karma angazi thina siyibiza kinka sotho gore awetsa ntho empi itla buela ho wena oh ditla morao ijwalo ijwalo ifana nabelungu. Abelungu won't get scot free ho rona tshwantse ba patale for everything abayenze kithi. Tina, we are not our fathers who talk about reconciliation. We are not there. Otherwise, we'll be betraying MAAT. MAAT says, how is a camo? So if one Shapakambam, because to create balance. So Umlungu can go scot-free with everything they did. Don't listen to all these people who are scared and cowards. But reconciliation, social cohesion. How do I get into social cohesion with a thief? That still holds my land and my wealth. Then there's no balance there. And the Lomundu Haiguti, they are more arrogant now. And they don't realize or the time has come for MAAT. MAAT is here. We are in that age of Aquarius. Therefore, balance is dictated. We are not going to run away from balance. Anybody who still creates chaos and disorder, I am to do MAAT. So you don't know the structure. The first structure in the world, it is the electromagnetic field. Because this is what gave birth to everything that lives on earth. So the electromagnetic field, so Hadi Kopan, they create what is called the electromagnetic field. Everything that lives, molifating la room. So therefore, structure is the first thing that was created. Imagine if MAAT wasn't there and creation just happened. There'll be chaos. Chaos. And because now we have experienced that in the physical. Ever since Wange now said the age of Pisces, we've been in chaos. Who can say there's been harmony? Nobody can claim there's been harmony because it was a particular age which is ruled by chaos. Who said was ruling the age of Pisces. Now who said that age iphelile sesingene kuphi MAAT. Uzothola ukuthi manje abantu laba bebesihlukumeza unembeza uyabadla ngaphakathi. They wish they could strangle their ancestors, some of them, because of the evil ways, they did to black people. Ngathi kini, abelungu, we don't have to fight them to get our things, our artifacts and everything. Siyaphahla nje kuphela. Zizobashisa wherever they are. They wish they were not in possessions of these stolen goods. Because whatever is in a museum in Europe, whatever is in their safes in Europe, it is stolen property. It belongs to us. So Umoya is going to bring all those things. And then Ngamangali, umlungu wafika kuwathi nyasha. Ngithi billion. And le billion ubaba wami wayenza ngale ndlela. So therefore, hayi thathani.
Asesifuni mkhulu.
Igold yethu iyafuneka ndoda ngakhe. Never. We need that gold elapha eBritain. We need the gold as a France. All over Europe. They need to pay for what they did to us. And the e-court that is going to be established by Africans, which is grounded on the principles of MAAT, we are going to establish it. And there is over say Atteridgeville or Soweto. Where we will put all of them on trial even their agents who were assisting them, some of them who look like us, but about white inside, we will put them in that court so that MAAT is established. Our rule and our power is returning. If ungakayiboni leyo nto usenkingeni. It means now you don't prepare a future when you are in that time. You prepare the future now. And what I'm saying, don't prepare a future whereby you see yourself owning a mansion and just a family. The future we are preparing for is the future that will give us the ability to rule the world again. I'm telling you, South Africa, in South Africa, the whole world belongs to us. Scientifically proven. Hey, you must read Rashid Runuku. Hey, he's articulated and written about the scientific evidence. The first people who were in India are black people. The first people who went to China are black people. The first people who went to Japan are black people. Why? Because we occupied the whole world before these other races were birthed by us. Remember, we're not birthed, Tina. We were created. We were created by Ramasedi Lingwedi. Were in their minds when they decided to create people. They created us first. And we then occupied the whole world for a long time before we gave birth to Abantu that didn't have melanin. And those people were very strange to us because it was an abnormal thing for you to give birth to a child that doesn't have melanin. After some time, there came a scientist called Yakub. Yakub, the evil scientist, then took those children, wabahlanganisa. Chokuti long ena melanin nalo, bahlangana. Chokuti ukhipha manje imelanin kulabantu. With one intention, I want to create an evil race. And that's what happened. It was an experiment. Ukuze sibone labantu laba sebevela, and with this evilness yabo. Yakub, we need to blame Yakub. And we Yakub Bogutak, evil black scientist. I don't know what was wrong in his mind for him to even conceive. I want to create a race that is going to be evil, and it did. Gideon. You can't hate what you gave birth to. But ingane oyizalile eyihlonga ndlebe uyenza uyayishaya. And akunamaphoyisa kumele aze lazo kubona. Manje ke abelungu bakuleyo position, not only abelungu namachana namandiya. Look at how they hate their parents. Who loves us? And we gave birth to all of them. They hate us. Hambe China, back Zonda. Hambe Japan, back Zonda. Everywhere. Nobody loves us. Huh? Balashamu Yakub, man. Well, your theory corner even today. Labando wabiza malpino. Spencer. Sebabulala yini. Sithi abantu abanomuthi wenhlanhla. So it means Nati, we are partly to blame for the outcome of this evilness. Because if some of us, you know, it was, you were looked at as a curse. It means that your house is cursed if you gave birth to an abnormal child in the African sense. Then what will happen if they don't kill that child by Oshayokulelendle? That's when Yakub got an opportunity. Wababona lava wathi, oh, these are going to be my experiments. Wayenza lento le, because if you see ama albinos esinawo thina, they are not violent. You've never seen a group of albinos attacking abantu. Angazi ukuthi sibabizeni because abantu bakithi. Maybe I feel ukuthi siyaba insult mesithi ama-albino. Sibabizani. Abantu kepha sithi bamhlophe. No sengisho igama elibahloniphayo. You can't compare those people that we gave birth to Abelu. They don't have melanin, but they don't have evilness. I've never seen Mina throughout my entire life. I've never read of Iracia Labantu Betu, but evil. Bahamba ba attack abantu everywhere. But now, Imbe Ugachakob, yes, a laboratory, he created this race. And this race that has ruled the whole world ever since we were colonized. And Nakona colonization is a ganjal. They're breaking, you know, the law, violation of the law of MAAT. For you to be able to live in harmony with the universe and nature, you need to forever creating harmony. But what did they do? Basugele, Nepal, with an intention to get rid of all black people. So basulekile ngePamu, basizama ngani ngeCovid. Even before that, there were so many viruses, you know, that they created so that they can get rid of all of us. It means they want to occupy Lomhlaba bodwa. You remember what I said to Gutitina? Our atoms are smarter because our atoms are made of the original, the organ energy, which is the original energy. It's wiser than Abelung. Ngati, when Abelung are preparing poison for us, those atoms can see them. Then they come. Lauma atoms, because they are in the air. Our air is populated by atoms. Those atoms are able to put something in our system so that whatever Belunga by Fagayo, it doesn't affect us. Hey, you see, that is Martini, asioni gift. Ngoba si ngomvele ngangi no mkubulwane in the physical form. Yingakho kuthiwa thina we are gods. Hayi ukuthi siyayiclaima. And futhi we are aliens. The real aliens are us. Yingakho they cannot corner us. You know, yonke into abayenzayo kwenzani kahle. Yonke into abayenzayo iyabaphikisa imelanin, because imelanin yini, the original substance, which is carbon. Hey, yabona ubumnyama bethu. Blessing is not a curse. The more you have melanin, the more spiritual you are. You must never take that for granted. What's about Mnyamana? Hey, Hey, baloko amnyama search. As if there's no importance to that. It's very important. And for the fact to that carbon which created the first mountain in the world, it's here in Mpumalanga. Never listen to ingane zitshela ukuthi Israeli, China, Ethiopia. Mambo jumbo. Science points to Mpumalanga. And now there is proof. Tina Sinyathele lapho on that rock. The rock that created oxygen that created a bacteria that gave birth to all living organisms. It's here in Mpumalanga. So when we talk about the African creation story, asikhulumi ngento ya somewhere else, sikhuluma ngento yethu eyenzeka la. The oldest mountains in the world are here. They say, akusho mina ngoba nizongitelela. Kusho i-UNESCO. Angithi nithemba belungu too much. Mesikhuluma thina nisizwe. So go and research UNESCO report about the black rock found in Mpumalanga. It means it's the first rock that cooled. You know, there was this volcanic eruption, right? Then the first rock that cooled is there. It's black, which signifies ukuthi rock yani carbon. What is the chemical signature of our universe? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Without these three, there's no life. And the oxygen ibuyaku. Kunomkhululwane kahle yini. I-oxygen ibuya from the moon. Mwedi. Then hydrogen is from Ramesside. So a combination of hydrogen and oxygen, they become vibrational frequencies. Then they create the electromagnetic field of Earth. And the Nakona Tina, we are so fortunate as abantu abamnyama. La kuqala khona the electromagnetic field, where it starts, it's a Durban. We were there last month, a bluff. Like the spina of the whole world begins in Durban. So good lab is your habula koni energy. That's why it's bonus. Sibuela Panama revelations amaningi. You know, umoya isambulelo. Umoya uyembula, you know, all these pieces, so that we have a clear picture. You know, siyambonga MAAT, because without MAAT isikhathi MAAT, ngabe we are still under oppression. This gathering, bebezofika in Moa's town song. Lamapul. That's how evil they were. Ukhehla njengoba ufake amahiya. Gone. Thina besingasurvive again ngabo mashwabana. Kepha wena you're gone. Bebekuthatha nje bayokuhanga ndoda. Just for wearing that. Ningabi confused mashwabana into yethu. You must never, you know, think ukuthi into abelungu. Abelungu are now confining us kuyikhumba. Kade sadlule ikhumbeni thina. Lama pheshu ofaka ipheshu la, ufaka ipheshu la. You must wear linen. Linen, it has a higher vibrational frequency, meaning ukuthi mawugqokile. If vibrational frequency yayo, you know, iya deposit towards balance yakho and your health. and nalento ukuthi siqimbe thina madoda nomkhatshana ongaka thanda ukukhumula nje uhambe nje mkhabu lapha. You are absorbing the oxygen kula ku body yakho ngoba the more clothes you wear you are blocking oxygen. What happens to a patient that is sick and the man ulele ngeside liwana akaboni? Uyabola because that area is not exposed to oxygen. So oxygen is necessary in our own, sustenance. Yingakho kuthi amavuke ekseni. Just breathe. That's another thing esikulisayo. We are not intaking enough oxygen. La sihlala khona, our areas are polluted. Now indaba. Nuclear. Inenzanda. That place inenzanda. Because there's a possibility ukuthi umoya wala is polluted. Remember ukuthi before there was no need for us to eat. Huh? Because whatever you find, kabishi, carrot, it is that hydrogen. So before there was the pollution, air created a balloon. The environment and the air was pure and clear. There was no need for us to eat. We're eating what we're breathing in. Now because of lama blockage, it's even worse today. They are seeding, Bible says, cloud seeding, evilness. America, they are blocking the sun. Deliberately blocking the sun. Why? Because there is a disease that they call themselves the sun disease. It's giving the mama blisters. Baba bomvu. And they messed up the ozone layer. Now there isn't enough shield. So not direct light that is hitting Earth. And they shabona because we're protected. Singabantu belanga. We have melanin. Hey, so labantu la yilento besikhuluma ngayo ikhama. Nithe yini ngesuku? Ditamurao. Hey, they messed up the environment. Huh? There's a lot with their greed. Diamond. It has a significant role it plays in terms of sustaining life. Abelungu bayenza. Bayayikhomba. Bayikupa. Ekimbali bashiya umgojo ongakanani. What is going to fill that hole? It means ukuthi there's a lot of elements that we have lost, especially in that area. So now, as much as Nati, we have ambitions to go into mining because it's a lucrative business. Sizoyenza, ngoba bayenza ngithi. Asikho ku mining. Huh? Yingakho kumele sithole indlela futhi wena ke. Ngiyakwazi hey uyahomba ndoda. Isn't mining yadlala ke. Hey, but what I'm trying to say is as much as we need our resources, and then Nakona, it's a fictitious thing because they make us believe without money you cannot survive. So it's implanted in our brains. For you to be able to survive, you need money. You don't need money. Ufuna ukungitshela ukuthi mengathola manje 5 hectares lemaplazini mengiphila seduze komfula. Ngifuna, I don't need money. I need money because ngifuna ukubonakala like Jones. Ngifakele like say 500,000. Yonke lento unnecessary. Yiyo le esenza ukuthi silahle umthetho MAAT. Sigcine manje we do anything necessary to get that money. And in the process, you are misaligning yourself because you are violating certain laws that says you mustn't do this. Yingakho senza the confessions ka-MAAT. MAAT ngum-explain kahle. MAAT has got 42 principles. Those 42 principles are the principles or elements you know in your periodic table. These elements they're 42. They are responsible for everything that has been physically, created. Izamban, constructed by those 42. Ihash, ifish, yonke into is constructed by these 42 elements. So yingakho I warn people ukuthi during the season, don't do those 42 negative confessions if you are not truthful. Because when you call those 42 negative confessions, you are completely communicating with the principles that have made your body. For your ear to be able to nyakaza kancane, you need a certain principle that is responsible for that. There's a principle that is responsible for your eyes. For your eyes to be able to open and close. There's a principle. All these principles are 42. For you to be able to walk, there's a principle that is responsible for that. So umlungu uthanda plagiarize umlungu uthathe from the 42 wathatha 10 for social control yakhe. Hey, wathatha 10 for social control, and ukhethe lezi ezifavor yena ethi no umuntu mekushala unike ngapha asiyazi thina. Zisho njalo ukuthi mele ube noxolo, you must forgive. And at that time ukunikeza le Bible sekechontshile. They've stolen your money, they've stolen your land. Then they come and give you this Bible. Oh no, now imithetho eyishumi ongamelanga uyiphule. And the yonke leyo mithetho leyo was preventing us from really being revolutionaries and demand justice for ourselves. Ukuyabona abantu bakaRhanyana abatoyitoy. Wabona wabakwaShembe. Uzwe nje ukuthi hayi group yakwaShembe ayivalile lapha eDurban. You will never hear that because Lamasondo were created deliberately to pacify us. So that we are not. And the painful thing is that all these churches, there's a document they signed. You can check it like on social media, go internet. Abol Khanya signed certain letters that said, Bona, they will never rise against Umbuso. Then all of them, all churches that exist today, and especially where black people are, they're all signed, that thing by sign on Amapulu. So that is why they were allowed to actually grow and be alive amongst a community. If these people, I normally say, Guti, Aban Bakoshem, the way they are so many at Durban, they can change the economy of that province in just 6 months. Because if they can stop supporting products that they don't manufacture themselves, it changes the whole dynamic. Have you ever heard Ulkhanyana Tai asenzeni sinkwase? Instead ukuthi ulanda letiye laka Joko. Ulanda tiye laka Joko. bese kuthengisela thina. They don't manufacture these things. Banama alliances nabelungu. So that is not where we need to go to. Tina, we need ukuthi sibe independent, completely independent. Everything that we wear, we must manufacture. Everything that we consume, we must manufacture it ourselves. You know, so lendo ukuthi ubiza abantu. Then you become a target yabelungu, these investors. Because they see you are commanding a respect amongst the millions of people. Bese ke basondela as if they love lekhanyana o Shembe. Bafuna ukuhambisa ama products abo. So that uShembe tells or Khanyana tells them, buy these products. I-market yaletiye lakalkhanyana ejokule ingakanani. And how much of that is consumed? Just 1 month. How much of that? It means ngabe it was grown by them. And lapha eLimpopo yonke into iyavuma. Why bangazenzeli itiye lapha? But kunomlungu la ngasemuva. So therefore, this is what is creating imbalance amongst black people, is that a majority of us, they are not in the frequency of returning and demanding justice. A majority of us are comfortable with the system. Why? Because they are a beneficiary of the system. And another thing, a majority of us know nothing else besides the current system, which is the Republic of South Africa. Have you ever heard any politicians akutshela how wrong the Republic of South Africa is? All of them, all black politicians, they all want to be presidents. And that is a proximity towards our resources and nothing else. How can you preside over theft? How do you preside over theft? It's like bakibela imoto, stolen car. Because le moto bakibele, it was stolen from us. Now bona bakibela, but they are comfortable. Instead of taking this car, taking it back to where it belongs. Oh no, they are riding. But in it, they are cruising very nicely. They are cruising very nicely. It's true. So therefore, MAAT says, on the continent, the only governing system that must rule, of course. It doesn't matter what your view, of course. And I don't blame you. If your view is negative, of course, it's because now I'm a cause. Same WhatsApp group. Now I'm a politician. Same WhatsApp group. Manje, you can then try and ufana nabo maweli nabo skoteni. Babenza nubunyang. Ababu trash. By trash and endole. So our politicians are doing exactly the same thing, of course, because of course, remember Guti, I always say, politicians and politics doesn't own land. And when you want to rule over people, you've got to have land. There's no king without land. So therefore, my politicians don't own land. The day Amakosi rise up and demand Kosi Babo, and that's all Amakosi Lomsaba, it belongs to us. They are just the custodians, right? So if Amakosi demands their land back, what remains? What happens to politics? Huh? What land are they going to rule over? because usikhukhuni lapha uzobatshela ngazongihlanyela nini. This is my own land, and I have people that are beneficiary of this land. Uye le Eastern Cape uthole inkosi yakhona ithi hey njengoba sekeshilo lapha azwelibanzi udala injeba ushilo andifune kuphathwa mna ngifuna ukuziphatha. That's what he said to Zwelibanzi. So uyabona ukuthi uMAAT uyayilungisa lento kancane. So that voice kaDalindyebo, if it's amplified, wonke inkosi yizwa. Remember kunamakhosi fake, they won't hear that message because bazosabana ukuthi hayi mengavukela le government izongi-expose ukuthi I'm also a fake. They know ukuthi there are those that were deposed by the Afrikaners. You know, ubukhosi babo was deposed by them. Bafaka-ke, I always say how Amabhunu were evil, not only Amabhunu and the British. Bathola inkosi bayidepose, bathathe umuntu ogada igate for inkosi, bamenza inkosi. That's how evil they are. So most of our kings are corner fall in that you know. Ukuthi I know they were just a driver for inkosi. Umlungu wafika wadepose inkosi, bathatha driver yenkosi kwaba inkosi. That's why our things are not you know matching up to the dictates kaMAAT, because kunesazela ukuthi ngibekiwe amabhunu la. I'm not the real king. Inkosi uyibona ngezenzo. Awuyibuzi. Uyabona nje lo muntu lo izinto azenzayo. Uthi hayi no lo muntu lo different and special because of izenzo zakhe. Manje lamakhosi fake, amakhosi privilege. Mina ngifuna uhlala nje abantu beze yonke lento bazoguqa la. Guqa kuwe usenzelani? Asikwazi ukukhothama kuthi wena ukhothama futhi even worse 90% of amakhosi ahleli they are all Christians. Thina sibheke bona babheki fake. Ngoba lo muntu abamkhothamela uJesu never existed. Is the truth. Manje ungitshele ukuthi labo bantu, how do they have isabelo of the future? They don't. You can't rule Africa when you are in that mess. And uMAAT is here. Uzohlenga yonke. uMAAT is coming to clean the house. I'm a fake one side. Genuine people one side. Injalo isikhathi sakhona makhehle. So lokho mele sikwamukele ukuthi we are building a future without white people. Ningakusabi lokho. We are building a future without white people. Don't even think any further nabo tata nabo Thabo Mbeki who were begging white people not to leave South Africa in 94. Bokumele sibavulela amagate man. Go! Bahambe. Ngabe simnandi manje. Ngabe sinankinga. Khona manje lapha there are certain things futhi le capital yabo le. Capital of evilness le. La Pitori. No. Yes, Pitori. Pitori, it was a very even during struggles. Besazi ukuthi abotaki basePitori basenkingeni bafana nabotaki base-Cape Town. Abotaki base-Cape Town basesenkingeni namhlanje. Inkinga umlungu bahlelela and i-Cape Town bafuna kuyenza some little Europe. Sizobhidliza yonke lento le siyeza. Siyeza. And basoduze nolwandle siyobaphushela vele olwandle. Sibatshele sitatani lo mkhumbu wenu kaJesu. Enize ngawuzonilanda. Ingamla kumelanga siyincenge. Especially manje. We need to demand justice for ourselves. I-Cape Town abodaka abaningi basaba nokuya lapha e-Cape Town. And the moment eJozi bakubona njenge-behavior yakho ukuthi lo umjozana lo asumuntu wala. And naseNatali eNatali ke khona inkinga ukuthi most of abodaki basabingama. Udaki wala angakushaya ubulale manje. Kepha umlungu basatatazela namhlanje. Do you understand? Very few abantu who are, forthright in terms of, confident. Bona, they are the owners of this land. Akekho umlungu China India owner lo mhlaba. Umhlaba womuntu omnyama lo. Lento ukuthi lokho sishare nabantu ayisebenzi ngathi mina ipower yethu meyibuye. Sithatha wonke umcebo iJSE siyayivala. Sivala amaborder. Nobody is able to take money out. Hey, remember what in 94, after 94 for Trevor Manuel, what did they do? They allowed these corporate companies to make it their primary listing overseas. It means we are moving assets from here. Uzisa could be overseas. Therefore, we are creating a problem, lack of liquidity in the economy of South Africa. There was no wisdom there. I mean, trillions are outside the country. And the namhlanje njengoba sikhuluma kanje, if you were to investigate, and then not even investigate because it's public knowledge, look at our companies in the JSE. In their books, look at how much cash they are holding. Yet thina siyahlupheka. Abafuna uku-investa le mali. Why? Because if by investor, they are creating factories that will employ abodaki. So they are holding that money. Manje ke ama-politicians kunokuthi abaforced into investing that money. Leyo mali leyo ba-speculate ngayo. Bangena ku-speculation. When there's a Bitcoin, bayibona ukuthi i-prediction is going to go up. Umuntu investor ku Bitcoin because uyazi ukuthi the returns are going to be much higher than me setting up a factory. So manje ubancenga kanjani labo bantu? Awukwazi ukubancenga, mele uba-forced ngenkani. There must be a law ukuthi there's no company that is going to hog imali. Mawunayo imali, you have liquidity, invest it. Otherwise siyayithatha yethu vele. Hey, nobody owns the billions lapha selento ze-JSE. Imali yethu because they took our wealth. Abelungu. So all the wealth they build, economy yabo, it's our money. It's not theirs. Uzobantwana abelungu or just abelungu generally. Oh no, the people are lazy. That's why they are so poor. Evilness. How can you even articulate that? Knowing very well ukuthi ungisuse from my farm. You take my farm, you take inkomo zami. Ungikhomba ngesibhamu. From namhlanje ulusa le inkomo zakho but for ufair root. There is a level. That's the evilness yabelungu. So therefore, uma senza demand for a return of our sanity. It's not only land, but the economy. Ngoba abantu ba confuse bakhuluma ngomhlaba. Umhlaba uhambe wodwa. As an example, ekhaya with more than 500 to 1 million cows. That amabhunu took. Who's going to give us all that wealth? Calculator 500 to 1 million cows then, and bring it to Ilenduza currency and Namshan. How much is that? How much have we lost as a family? Amangwana sabaleni umhlaba wonke ayahlupheka. Imali kuphi ise-JSE. Bayivalele lapha. And that is the money they use to control politicians. Bayuza imali yethu. Ingakho kumelanga sibancenge. We can't siloko sibheka. Aninvesteni. Anqaleni ibhenki yabodaki. And they will never do. And that's what we need. We need a responsive government that would see in need to go to when they took over from the British, they didn't care what the British were saying. They focus on empowering the Afrikaner. Hey! Yebo, Keta. And they made a promise, Uguti, there will never be an Afrikaner without a job. And they fulfilled that promise. All jobs in the government were preserved for Afrikaners. Tina siyangena senzani? Khuluma fake Rainbow Nation. Rainbow Nation yani. Huh? Ungayokhuluma leyo Rainbow Nation eLondon. Bokudubula. Uthi wena nawe you have a claim and the right to ukuthi wena utaki. You have a claim and the right to claim umhlaba oseBritain. When you go back to history, you discover we were the first people to settle there. That Stonehenge, Esilapa, it was constructed by Africans. Lefana, na Lea Senzalo. But Lea Senzalo is older than that one. So manje go to Israel. Mawufuna ugijima ngespeed. Ufike uzobatshela lo mhlolo. Ukuthi you have a right to their land. Angeke ulibone ikusasa. Yavaya. Bana ama-politician banjalo. Hey, they are so defensive ngezinto zabo. But thina bafuna si accept the concept of a rainbow nation. Kanjani? Mesizalwa thina we're all black. Bengekho wonke lama nations, wonke lama nation aze la because of colonization and nothing else. Abanye kamandia were shipped from India to come and work, in the fields of sugar. Why? Because abotaki amazulu le natali atengake angake thina siyotshala umoba for wena mlungu. Umlungu wabona ukuthi lezi ya resistor wahamba wayolanda lele duzene eIndia amandiya nalabanye yini konje la bayenza lento every year lamakhala lapha eCape Town yini bayenza lento yamadrum le yini carnival. Ancestors of those people came here to work in the fields. Now they've taken over Cape Town. Utake Cape Town feels like a stranger. Huh? Who dominate foreign people. Mautaki lapa you really feel, and in Gamligwenza you feel like a stranger. Hey, and they feeling me now. I told Europe. Every time I go to Europe, in Gamlayad I feel this is not your place. And the Tina maybe figure la senzani. We roll the red carpet. Huh? The whole continent does that. Nkazwe, this guy was saying, not Burkina Faso, yeah. Nimamel, kule summit here, Rush, ne Africa. Nimzulu Uti, Uti, a slave that doesn't rebel doesn't deserve pity. A slave that doesn't rebel doesn't deserve pity. Angithi, what they did, they chased my French. Bakipa my French lapha eLenduza, eBurkina Faso. There's no longer a French army eBurkina Faso, which came under the pretext, UN peacekeeping, that they are steering confusion eBurkina Faso. Have you ever read ukuthi Burkina Faso ne Mali? There's a fighting there. Ever since my French apuma? You've never read. So manje ke le midlwembe yama president ase-Africa ehlala kulo mdlwembe yabo indlu ye-Africa Union. They are now attacking laba who are rising against the colonizer, against French. They are attacking these guys, and there are two on the continent, Mali ne Burkina Faso. Bastaza. And ubatshelile lo wase Burkina Faso wathi yekani ukus-attack nina ama presidents. Ushothe ngokubabiza imidlwembe vele. Kuthi nina midlwembe yekani ukus-attack because tina we have the guts to chase the colonizer. So nina, you are still puppets of the colonizer. That is why you are now attacking us for chasing the colonizer. Africa is waking up, Marquez. Meaning the future, the future Africa is very bright. The future Africa is very bright because lomkondo wase Burkina Faso nase Mali. If ungazwakala nala. Kube nomuntu nje lapha indoda emadodeni ku defense. Lapha ku defense ku army. Bayisuse. Bayovalela upresident endlini yakhe. But from namhlanje uphuma. Until you sign here ukuthi ku so ngodala. Because that's what they did the man. Nase Burkina Faso but uthanda ama French wena grand. But asokubonisa. Bathumela amasotsha endlini yakhe bathi from today we are not allowed to leave this house. So this is what should happen. Ngoba abantu bokumele bavukelele umbuso amakhosi basadakwe ilento yabo abaniko zama politicians asiyazi yini. Babanikani vele for them to sacrifice us like this. Babanikani, what do they give them? Huh? They don't have power but bavumile. Remember ukuthi yonke inkosi that exists and they sitting on the throne in South Africa, they are called constitutional monarchs. And once you are a constitutional monarch, you are dead. Because you are signing nakon. Nambona musmisizu. In front of everybody. I'm not going to rise against the government and the constitution. I will always protect the constitution. Protect amanga when. Amanga that are responsible for a position yakho. Manje mo inkosi mina ngeke. Ngibe inkosi. Inkosi engena power. Eraba stempa yonke umlungu into eshiwo umlungu. You must never allow, even nasespanini, nyazi well siyafuna imali, but you must never take a position of power and influence, but wazi kahle ukuthi you are not going to be able to deliver, because that taints your image like it. Banengi ngabi sicabanga ukuthi njengoba bangena Ibrahim Mathole, ubaba Mathole. What a disgrace. Hayibo. Lo muntu bengumrespect ngiqale naye mina nguyena bese efer.
Lesigijima kuye.
Njalo. Saqala yabona sibambana. Wangena eParliament indoda. And make ngene parliament sithi oh no, it's an opportunity for us ukuthi manje hayi uzwa the worst thing ushade the minister of education akamhlebeli na ngimedu nature ebusuku yabo indawo she's forcing our children to learn Afrikaans ngengani. And umyeni wakhe ubaba uMathole lo is a master of Kemetic science. Manje pilot okuyamba njani? Inkinga. Guys, you must never be like that. Oh man. I mean mina ngabe ngiposition yakhe. Ngabe sesiqale nezikolo zabodala. That have nothing to do with Western, content. Ubaba Mathole knows deep this content. Uyazi, ujulile kuyo. Uyo umuntu was supposed to lead all of us because he was the first, like I, after Ubab Credo, who went public teaching us about Kemet. Ukuphi manje? Uke wangatheka. Si atheka, besiphethe ukwenza ifunction ye-New Year lapha e-Freedom Park. Then we are with the CEO of Freedom Park, Bandlovukazi. Le yase Freedom Park. They called us for an interview, SAPC. Ubaba Mathole was there. Ubaba Mathole has been saying to us, Thina mele sizenzele sizidabalazele for our functions zethu. We mustn't depend on government. He says that on radio. Nithi but lo baba lo. Thina, we are doing government work. What we are doing, umsebenzi ngabe labantu abahola ama-millions are doing. Umuntu wase arts and culture opromoter ikhalenda yabelungu yini leyo nto leyo. Uhola ama-million for what? So manje ke labantu laba yikho ngithi Makhetha, please, it doesn't matter ukuthi desperate kanjani. Ngena endaweni abelungu batatazele mawuvela. That's the first thing. Ngoba uqondile, uyayazi objective yakho, yonke into ofuna uachieve. But kunabantu abashoyo ukuthi yazi, when you are a government employee, it doesn't matter how much ideas you have, but kunabantu who are at the top protecting the philosophy yabelungu. Umlungu uthe iNew Year ingeyi-1st zikaJanuwari, so akho dark umalambane ozongitshela different. That's their attitude. Ungazongitshela labantu la asa basishintsha ikhalenda. Ngabe kuye lapha umlungu waya ku arts and culture wathi minister nayi ikhalenda kumele ngabe siyayilandela. Ngabe ikhalenda ishintshe kudala. But now, because they are hearing it from a person that, when you have self-hate, you will hate anything that looks like you. Until umlungu aphefumula batshela. Over 20 years batshela into eyi-one. I-New Year yase-Southern Hemisphere, it's on the 23rd of September. Bahlule umamwini thina siyini. Umamwini uze wahamba hlulekile ukuconvince labantu. Just calendar ngikhuluma ngani. And the yinto vele sizobagwebela yona. Because if you are promoting ama programs that misaligns us, you are violating our human rights. So amaqala labantu manengi adlula intaba, adlula in the highest mountain. Angisakhuluma ngengamla, ngikhuluma ngalabo dakhi bethu. In violation that they are perpetrating towards us. And the bayitshela nje ukuthi oh labo balela silelanga thina. Sibabhekile. And siyaphahla ukuthi sihlale until ipower yomuntu omnyama ibuye. We'll be the first to call for that judgment yalabo dakhi. Bonke laba will continue because if wena uyi politician, you are promoting indlela yomlungu over us. You are violating my rights. Huh? You are violating my human rights. Okokuqala, i-violation is for them who accept the Republic of South Africa and preside over a Republic of South Africa. The violation of our human rights. Lapho we have a backing of the UN. In 1974, they said South Africa is crime against humanity. Why did they say that? They were talking about the existence of a Republic of South Africa. The Republic of South Africa is not supposed to be alive. It must be changed to a governing structure that harmonizes with the indigenous people. Kusasemnandi namhlanje batanasa bahamba ngamajakwa yonke le nonsense. Kepha liyezi ilanga labo. And ngeke bafise ukuthi sifa thina. Bakhuluma in 10 years bazobashonile asindawo. In 10 years, 20 years yofika sibabhekile sithi hayi sila asikakhohlwa. You have always been in cahoots with white people to violate our human rights. Usiguqisa ngesikhathi esirong. Siguqe ngo-December. Ngesikhathi sokusebenza uthi thina siguqa bese siyolala. Bona benzani manje abelungu? Benzani ngeDecember? Angithi bavala amafeti. Why? Because kuyabanda. The sun is in hibernation for them. The sun is on the southern hemisphere. So bona kuyabanda vele, that's why balele. Thina udaka akumelanga ngabe uyasebenza. This is the time yokhona, so that you get all these visions. You know, bakubonisa okhokho bakho how to build your future and the kanjani. You understand? Hey. Makufika ke uDecember, la vele ngabe because we are more, hydrogen is too much on the southern hemisphere. Isikhathi sokusebenza to be productive, but ilala. Yalala. Yonke into yakudlula. So manje, if you are doing anything like that, deliberately knowing ukuthi you are deceiving people, it's a violation of my rights. Angazi ke abanye abantu, kepha mina nyoze ngife ngilwela lena. Whoever has violated my human rights uzobhadala. Futhi angincengi futhi ngathi banganginikeza nje 2 years ngidile nabo. Udaki sivumelana ukuthi hayi nikala umkhulu nje 2 years. Ngidile nale ngamla then nganyawuka ngigrand. Nyawuko ukuthi ngifana no declare. Mele menginyawuka ngazi ukuthi ni sorted nonke. Niphethe wealth yenu, niphethe umhlaba wenu. You know how much minerals are exported every year from South Africa? South Africa is the largest exporter of minerals that supports Europe. Ishaya all the countries on the continent. Imali okumele ngabe ibenefita all of us. Ibenefita bobani. ubani la une concession ye platinum, ubani une concession ye gold, ubani une concession ye diamond. To a point ukuthi bakuthola ne gold ne diamond uyejela
into yakho.
ngento yakho ke. Hey, how upset. Sibiza la le province bayibizana Gauteng. Isho ukuthini lona? Iplaka ya Gauta. Unaliyona Gauta wena.
Asinani awutsinyala yayo.
Uzwa the same thing. Gold. Monga this mining, magazine. Gold in South Africa is almost gone. It's almost gone. Ipeli. And how much was taken from the underground? Trillions. Manje ke abantwana bethu umzukulwane wami uzothi why le province ibizwa ngalendlela Gauteng. But I know it's a place of gold. Manje athi iphile gold. Hi Pelile, what do you have to show for it? Fuck off. Ihlele kuphi? France. Ihlele kuphi? Europe. Nase America. No gold. Which is why khetha ngeke sidube. Uphu khetha athi siyeke. Hey, basasenayo. They are speculating with that gold. Yiyo le activator in market of gold. Kuthi namhlanje the price is up, the price is down. Yibo labantu ba speculator. Bayifake ku market, bayikhiphe ku market, balentuze, bayifake nje ngokugcwala ebantwini. Bese ke iluzani, ivalue, bese ke bayinciphisa futhi. That's why mawubuka, ama indicators in terms of gold, it's never stable. It's only now that the price of gold is going up because of instability in the world. Gold has become a safe haven for investment. And abakayiqedi gold isekhona. Ngizonihlebela ngelinye ilanga. Ikutsho uzani ngizothatha ama concession, ngizonihlebela sebeya. Ngoba umcebo akumelanga phela kube umuntu oyedwa nje oqhamukayo ngibona ngihamba ngeRR la ngiphuma kuRR. Kepha nina we are in this condition angeke. Nizovaya ngetheza until nani nibeshaka. Yeah. Ilapho so uma kuvuleka something kumele indlovukazi leMpumalanga yathi indini. Yathi nizokhonza ngithi. Nenzani nini? Ya? Nenzani? The worst story indlovukazi engitshele yona. I-community yalapha in that area in Mpumalanga. Babizwa i-Department of Minerals and Energy. Ibahlalisa phansi kanje. Present the wealth that they are sitting on. Bebatshela ukuthi nina nihlele endaweni ewealthy. But izani kithi nizothola ama permit so that you are able to mine. But awangazositshela lo mpela. Thina sifuna umsebenzi ungasitsheli ngokuqala ama mine. Umtshela ivara. Ukumosha nje komqondo kadaki. Ngithola lo report mengifika la. Abantu balapha in that place. La kune gold khona. Bathi hoy thina sifuna ukuqala ama mining companies. Sifuna umsebenzi. What has gone wrong to our heads? Huh? I-department ithi iza uzothala i-permit when you are rejected. Manje ukulimala komqondo. So Makhetha asizameni nje ukuthi si-align no-MAAT nebhizinisi mesiyenza thina asiyenzi ngomkhopolo. I don't enter into a deal with my brother to be able ukuthi bese ngiyamnoka leyo nto leyo. That's why the foundation of our economic development has to be grounded by MAAT. Ungafuni wena ukunyuka wedwa ngoba this is what has been a problem kadaki all this time. So mawuthola ithuba vulela abanye abantu fana nabo Cyril nabo Mtsipe bathola lama crumbs abawatholayo kule ngama bafika lapha bayangena, they then becomes the representative of black empowerment, and nakhona it's just a front. Mebengena lapha abavuli thuba for the rest of us to come and get ama concessions. Kuhlala bona bagodle yonke into. Wena mawufika bathi hayi ulate, sino Cyril la, sino Mtsipe. And then nawe bese kuya give up uthi hayi ngagara ke late. Hey manje I was in mining for some time. What I discovered in Anglo-American, they've got mining concessions that they will mine in 100 years. Kepa, they won't give them to us. Mele sihlupheke thina. Manje, can we continue with that? We can't continue with that. Ingakho mele silwele nje ukuthi i-character yomuntu omnyama ivuseleleke so that we return to our original position. Mele senze revolution ezoshaya nalamakhosi afake ngoba inabo basilimaza. Ngoba manje abantu they can't move on. Sometimes labelungu nama politicians afika ngamakhosi ukuthi hayi no inkosi yathize angithi vumile. Ama politicians are very smart. What they do mebefika endaweni bafuna inkosi ephethe indawo njengase Natal. The reason why umbuso kwaZulu is given the position and all other royal houses were complaining is because when the politicians come to Natal, they only speak to one person, which is Inkosi yaKwaZulu. Inkosi yaKwaZulu they have allowed Inkosi yaKwaZulu ukuthi ifake wonke amakhosi ngaphansi kwekhwaphalala. Even amakhosi amadala kunayo. But now because they are allowed by politicians, then la amanye amakhosi yakhumbula kunale nkosi yakwa Dlamini. Was it Dlamini? Udlamini lapha eNatal, who rose up and said, no, I'm in the same level. Silo uzwelithini. So why are we not given the same treatment? Do you understand? Kumele sibuyele eqinisweni to understand ukuthi ubukhosi obudala yibuphi, and based on history. Iqiniso engilazi ubukhosi bakwaZulu buncane, although namhlanje yibo baziwa umhlaba bonke, kepha buncane in terms of imposition yobukhosi. Njengasekhaya eMangwane, amangwane madala. Kusho ukuthi amakhosi asekhaya uyabala uze nawo. Do you understand? So we cannot agree to be under bakwaZulu. We are independent of yingakho sithi asibona abakwaZulu singamangwane. Manje ke ama politicians, when they support that through politics, it means bafake ipolitics nasebukhosini. Bafake ipolitics ebukhosini, meaning ukuthi for them to be able to properly control abantu abafuna ukuza kuye emangwaneni baye lapha emahlubini baye kwamthetho bafuna to go to a central point. But this point yiyo a mouthpiece for everybody in this area. So izinto ke lezo kumele sigweme so that mesilungisa ngempela silungise ngendlela okuyiyona. Thokozani Thokozini siyabonga if inemibuzo nama comment we can go ahead before saying Thokozani.
Umbuzo wami mkhulu buziswa yilento ebizwa yi-election ezayo next year. Ndibona ulutsha abufuni vota. I'm part of the statistic of the youth that have not voted because of the chaos. So, umbuzo wami ke ngoku I think is sifika njani kolutsha because they need an alternative, and the leadership yet is not giving them what that alternative can be. So just the importance, of getting to them in time. So that they know where to use it and they know how to get there. They know what at least even if it's general, because by confused this is in the Abandu are doing different things in terms of spirituality, African spirituality, and Ufundis are different things. There's no unity in origin, there's no unity in thinking. So now
I think, the first thing I would say in response, by encourage ukuthi kunekhaya labo, the great empire of Kemet. Ikhaya labo, I mean, GK is the only home that African people have. So yonke into politics yayisebenza. And remember ukuthi GK, it was formed by Ubukos, some of the royal houses that came together to form what is called the Great Empire of Kemet. So it's important and very relevant for GK ukuthi spread this information. Njengala ePitori amakhehla sihlanganise kanje mele kumobilizeke ingapheleli la. Abantu must get used to these gatherings every week. Many ngakhonanga kuyale Soweto nila. You are gathering. It doesn't matter whether niqala ni5. GK sayiqala si5. Njengoba today it has so many people all over the world. So now like Pretoria and everywhere mele kube njalo. So that abantu mustn't cry about what you are saying, Guti. They are confused. Aguna Kaya that will give them an alternative. GK is the only alternative utakanai. Because GK, I kulumi about a man's philosophy. Ikuluma nature. Let us all align to nature. That's where we get our power. Then we use that power to develop ourselves. So it's going to be a slow process. I-consciousness yabantu angeke ifane nalento yamapolitiki ukuthi no, when we gather hire amabhasi all over to bring people to a central place. Thina sifuni leyo nto. Kahle umuntu ohlangana ne-GK if anganasabelo ngona yeke. Ngoba thina sifuna ukuba namanamba nje. Sifuna abanikazi bale revolution because yibo who are supposed to take it forward. So if you don't feel it, please stay away from it. Ungayijoin ngoba uzoba umdlwembe ozosidla from inside. So siyatshela abantu ukuthi mawungayifini jo Short right, not left. Short right, udlule. Because thina sifuna abanikazi. Bakhona abantu abazalwe lento esiyenzayo. We are born for this thing. Bakhona abantu all over the country. Umuzo umuntu articulate nje umntwana omncane. Uthi umnikazi loyo. Akhuluma the way isystem ingakhona. A child abe nayo yonke lo lwazi la. So it means uzalwe lento to be a revolutionary. Ungabi revolutionary of faith. Uhambe halfway, then you call yourself a revolutionary. Continue revolution. From one point to the same point again. Manje wena moyishaya half, then you call yourself a revolutionary. No politician deserves to be called a revolutionary because we still don't have our land and our wealth. So therefore you can't call yourself a revolutionary. This struggle is still on. It's not, finished. It hasn't ended.
I'm Tetogas.
I'm Tetogas.
I'm Tetogas.
I'm Tetogas.
I'm Tetogas.
I'm Tetogas.
I'm Lawal.
I'm Lawal.
I'm Lawal.
I'm Lawal.
I'm Lawal.
I'm Lawal.
I'm
I'm
Art.
I'm
I'm
Art.
I'm Art.
I'm Art.
I'm Shah.
I'm Shah.
I'm Shah.
I'm Shah.
I'm Shah.
I'm Shah.
Alifat.
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 Akep.
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 No, mkhulu ngithi kungifanele ukuthi ngisungule namhlanje nami ngikhulule ngesinto sakithi yabona ukuthi on behalf of like everyone, my brothers and friends and everyone who are here ukuthi sijabule kakhulu ngaphandle nje kokubonga kusinikeza injabulo ngoba kuhlale kuyisifiso sawo wonke umuntu baningi abantu ekufanele ngabe bala kodwa abekho la, but it's a question of maybe communication is not traveling as efficient as it's supposed to, but baningi abantu abanesifiso. I know a lot of guys around Atteridgeville who have been into Kemet for a long time, because at some point there was a guy ngihlelele naye in these entertainment areas, Kemet, Then he just asked me a question ukuthi actually yini igender immortal if you say Kemet. It caught me by surprise, But luckily, at least, I try my best. But if I was a person who would see, like, I don't research, yeah, I'm no, you might have a woman to sleep. But I was impressed from that conversation based on Uti. Actually, people know the deeper understanding Uti. Actually, what does the principle that has to do Imhotep represent in the African indigenous knowledge, if I could put it that way. But the reason for my talk today is into this thing like education, our education and leadership. The education system that we have received since 1652, the education system that we have received since 1552 have not been able to liberate even a single African country to be a superpower. And our people have been educated for many years. We have professors, we have doctors in all faculties that exist in all education systems. But not even a single African country is worth of being a first world country. So West part, if you look, it's like we are digressing or going backward. However, consciousness is going up there. So I just wanted to say we have a big problem as African children, or as if Indu Emnyani, in terms of freeing our people. Not to say with our people, they don't understand the message. But the problem is we have been brainwashed deliberately. The message of Kemet is real, and those who have colonized us, they understand this message very well. Because if you look in Europe, people don't go to churches. Like for real. People don't go to church. But in their secret places, they practice Greek mythology. Europeans practice Greek mythology. Like it's very serious with them. And the Greeks were the first scholars of Africans who came here to learn. And they took this message, they took it to them, and then they made sure when they come back, they destroy everything. They destroy everything. But the interesting part, in current times, if maybe I should have made this in education, you look at our education system, they've made it deliberate. We should go to school from January to December. But you ask yourself, why in America? The year starts in September for education. It's alignment. Alignment. Because when you learn, your vibration frequency has to be high so that you're able to capture. You understand? So we have been misaligned deliberately so that we can't be the revolutionaries that we're supposed to be. We can't have the courage because of we can't stand straight. That's the calendar. Alignment. This calendar is fixed to alignment. You understand? But it is gonna take time. But people have to understand without alignment, there is nothing successful that you can only do for yourself, like it's saying with driving a Rolls Royce, but it's insignificant if it's not spreading to develop the whole community. Because you see them, they get tenders almost everything. But what do they do with the money? They buy themselves cars, nice houses, travel all over the world. Now the government money is finished. What have we got to show for the 29 or whatever year that is being government? Even themselves, when they come back from Cape Town, they will be having nothing to show because they've been buying cars. No factories have been built, nothing. But if you understand the more, you'll understand it all has to do with alignment. Alignment. We have to align.
Ichimlung is one point. You can't call Greeks scholars. We never afforded them that title because they never learned the whole, process. Bafike nje ku grade 1 babaleka. Then they thought ukuthi they know. That's why the world is like this. So I'm a Greek. That's why umhlaba uso. Umhlaba wenziwe yilabantu abatshontshe i-content yethu. By user, by packager as theirs. And by tola not in its fullness. That's why izinto abayishoyo sithi education yengamla, i-education yengane. Because it looks at everything that has manifested already. They don't care about the causal plane. And the Tina were masters of the causal plane because it gave us a comprehensive picture. When you look at banana, you understand what principles were involved to create banana. you are more wiser than umuntu who will just tell you ngebanana. Ingamla, that's where it is. Mongambuza ukuthi what elements are involved. What elements do you get from banana? They won't tell you. Why? Because they think in ukuthi banana limano lokula nje. The principle involved vibrational frequency yama banana specific. Kune frequency yama avocado specific. And then all those frequencies are from above. Lendo balungu bathi mambo jambo. So manje asi education lesikuyo. Remember ukuthi sekanjani Rockefeller started this system during Industrial Revolution. What I want to create people that will implement, not think. Isenzeka namanje. Go to UNISA. UNISA bakunikeza test. Bakubuze ngento ethize, and when you have more knowledge, you know, to answer. It doesn't matter how right or good your knowledge is. Awuphendulanga lento abayibuzile. Uyafail. Do you understand? So I see education there. Poison. Yingakho kumele si reject. Indlovukazi ikhulume about voting. If umuntu omnyama wonke ngahlala ekhaya ahamba no voter in herself, what's going to happen? Destabilizes the whole thing. Because who voted wait, we are sustaining the evil system that is oppressing us. It doesn't matter who presides over a political party. It is the system. It's system ubutsotsi. And the more we vote for the system, we are saying mlungu kubeka. It's not enough what we've done. Just continue enslave us. So I say education like education yangempela izoza. Yabona education smele siqale kuba grade. Get all his writings. Siziletheke manje ezikolweni. Sibe sizokoma zizukunene bonke all these African people who were assisting us in terms of opening our eyes. Abo Mamire Makeba. Mamire Makeba stood in the worst days as the apartheid. Achelum Shaba wonke about how evil apartheid is. Ukuze UN reach at the point of declaring South Africa crime against humanity. It was the efforts of Miriam Makeba who were pushing for that agenda. So, as now education, we have poison because most of our people, especially those who are professors and doctors, yara behavior yabo. Behavior yabo yashaqisa. Huh? Abasafuna ukungena la elokishini. Umuntu ukhulele naye la alamba umthengela amagwini. Seke iprofessor akasawabamba amafoni number. Phone yakho when you call, too busy. I'm with the professor Harry somewhere. Baphekela belungu. Wena umuntu omnyama yingakho ngithi those that are educated, the question oyibuza mina ngabuza ukuthi if it's nama professor ngaka the whole continent, why is the continent still like this? Angisakhulumi ngengamla ama professor bothakhi bangakanani. Hey, there's this guy lo Professor Oyibo. Professor Oyibo, Gabriel Oyibo from Nigeria. Uye ohambe wayosenzela mathematically wasinikeza iformula kakhulukhulwana, which is time valve waters, the waters of noon. Mathematically gave us something ehlulu Einstein no Newton. Manje ama professor ingamla bayamateka because uingamla kepha what he wrote about yiyo bese kuthola lama parrots ama professor botayi because ingamla ithi ku Oyibo you didn't use our Western a formula or method to come to your conclusion. Therefore, the conclusion yakho is wrong. So utshela udaki man. No, Professor Johnson didn't agree with you. Therefore, now me am now. So there's no independent thinking amongst our educated people. You come to hey man, yes, education market. Education akube yindo, yes, ulwazi. You need to share and open the eyes of those that are still in the dark. That's the reason Okoko Beju gave money to some of these people, like Pixley Kaseme, all these people that form the ANC. Have you seen the picture up? Dressed as a gentleman, as say London. Bonga bashaya makuchai. Basheli style la property ma picture ba pose ngitawubhekele pha. It means ukuthi labantu laba. They are the original clever blacks. And remember ukuthi ANC siyayisukela nje. ANC yasho kudala yathi yona it's not there to destroy the white man's system. It just needs a seat on the table. Manje sifuna ANC was never formed for that. I was a member of ANC. Nami ngangikoropa abantu ngesikhathi sakho. But manje into semqoka ukuthi when you read the history yabo labantu, hayi abolanga lidube. Bonke labantu were captured blacks. Hamba ubheka isithombe sabo. Uzobabona ukuthi the Colonization liberated us labantu laba. It's true what they wanted is a seat and they have the seat on the table. Uphi umhlaba wethu? Where's our wealth? Manje yini lebe thina siblame ANC nje ngento engekho. Kepha bayikhuluma bayisho vele from kudala. Bahamba boTyosoka. Do you know Tyosoka? Was one of the intellectuals the ANC. Bahamba bayoncenga iQueen eLondon. iQueen didn't even see them. Abang yosuka la uyoncenga, "Oh Queen, awehlise phela, awehlise operation yakho bantu." Uya kumlungu la. Kanti ngabe ufuna isibhamu nembani bayi udubulele njalo yesi. Uyoncenga Queen, fake Queen le London. Huh? Ifana laba who died during Imendi. Hey, manje mele sibe. Oh, abantu bethu bafa. Uyofunani lapho usebenzela iQueen. And those people they volunteered. Nobody forced them to go and they fight for Britain. Bona usuke ekhaya ucabanga ukulima bungaka. Usuke from your peace usendaweni unenkomo unayo yonke into lapha. Uthi no, mina ngifuna isibhamu ngiyonceda iQueen. Mhlambe iQueen izoyehlisa ioperation ngithi kuphi. Azange babuke because it was inkulumo wrong right from the start. Usuka nje la ku peace yakho. Lo muntu uyagqilaza khona la. Wena uhamba uyomnceda lapho with the hope ukuthi uzoyehlisa ioperation yakhe. Uyehlisile ioperation yakhe uQueen. Uze wafa ayinja. Hey, uze wafa inja le Queen lo. Queen has killed more people emhlabeni than anybody else. That kingdom, yes, Britain. So there's no purity kulabantu. They are evil people and the mele babhadale. Lo weminwe tumbile lo chasi. If we are border, singakalungela izinto. So such intwana yakhe. Whoever inherits that throne, uzobhadala lakithi. They won't go scot free. Manje ubuke when the Queen le izala. How many kings and queens do you have la? But kwalenda le fake le bayohamba bayothenga icutlery ye 10 million just to serve le fake le. That's how messed up we are, la emakhaya. You've never had even one day lama presidents that have been presiding over lo butsotsi babeka ubukhosi bethu la phezulu. Idina yale queen, it was worth millions. Millions. But something they've never demonstrated kumakhosi ethu na kuyindlovukazi zethu. It means ukuthi i-self-hate. Kanti yabona ngabe besebenze lento abafuna senze kuPutin. Bokumele alandela simvalele uQueen. Sithi awusayi ndawo wena. Awusayi ndawo until ubuyisa everything that you stole from us. Hey. Manje akuphi? Nabotata lapha bakhipha the last 10 million. Bayothenga iCutlass. Kunokuthi ba futhi nayo lento yezindlu makhehla please. I-government yenza wrong ngokuthi isipromise izindlu. Bokumele basinikeze umhlaba bafaki infrastructure. Bathi uzozenzela. Bese ke ba create ke ama opportunities for us to advance in terms of in the entrepreneurial field. Wonke umuntu abe busy nga something. Kuthiwe hayi ma idle siyakuvalela ndoda. Ufuna ukwenzani wena? Hayi ufuna ukwenza lokho hamba naye. Nayi office lapha. Ene bangabeka ama office la. I-DTI la iJozi. Mawuse Soweto ufika njani? Ngoba uswele nje i-R10 yokuthenga isinkwa. Ufika kanjani le ePitori? You ama office must thina even la icapital amakhosimela buse khona. It must be amongst our people. Yonke lento le yesilungwini. Pitori sentin la it's easy for umlungu because usabutaki. Vele mele basabe because i-conscience yabo iyabadla. Maybe sibona they get scared. Ngoba i-guilt is dealing with them. So umuntu omnyama makes it easy for them. Uthatha wonke lama office even i-capital. Ifunani la Union Building. Why bangenzanga i-capital la Atteridgeville or Mamelodi? Udaka ngithi obusayo. Ibhunu lenzani libeke la because white people were closer. Manje udaka uyangena usenza exactly the same thing that the white men did. Akho office la that is geared towards assisting umuntu omnyama. Ikhona i-office ye-government that is funding people here. You won't find even one kuwo wonke indawo zethu. And kula usizo ludingakala khona. Ungathi omela ngingene lapha noma ngo8 ngifika ngiphethe iproposal. Ngithi nayi iproposal engizamile but hayi no siyayibona sizoyenza ukuthi ibe bankable in this way. From lapho they fund you. Fana lento banikeza abantu amakhaya omhlaba. Then the next thing there are no implements. Then they come back after 2 years and failing. Amabhunu didn't do that. Amabhunu made sure ukuthi mebekunika farm. You have the implements, you have the necessary cash flow for you to sustain yourself. That's what Amabhunu did. That's why Amabhunu asahlonipha ukuthi hlek nanamhlanje. Hayi le mihlolo siyibona kabodaki bethu. Huh? You take over then you think ukuthi umuntu that must be protected and the privilege that must be protected to umlungu. Kanjani? Umlungu mele umenze uncomfortable azahambe la. Ama services abadingayo wabeke rights within the community. La kuthiwa kusezola khona kuyagwazwana la. Kwafake lapha. Baka office lapho so that ingamla. Izozwa kuthi ezola kuphilwa kanjani. Akaloka itheorize lento ayifunde ephepheni. They must come and experience lento. So ingakho ngithi sibuswa ibhari kahle kahle. Ibhari nje yenza into ezinjalo. I-clever will never do that. Ama-clever wonke abehlelele la elokishini amajita kumele ngabayabusa la elokishini. Abanye bashaywa isipinza. Why? Because they are not able to fully express, i-talent labo. Kuvalela abantu lapha. And labantu mawuzo umamela nje lo muntu. Ulafo inyuku lo muntu. Has no intention of empowering me. Do you understand? So we need to change that mentality. Yiboke labantu laba okumele nabo sibabeke icala one day. You were sitting lapha Union Building. Union Building must be destroyed. You can't rule Abotaki from the place where their death was planned. How do you rule in such a place? And uqabanga ukuthi amadlozi azokusupport. Akunamadlozi kule mhlolo wase Union Building. Uthi why bamathe kanje yini ukumatha ngeSuthu? Hayi ukumatha ngeSxhosa. Docile. Yilento esingakwazi nokuyichaza. Bacterian. Yini into evela la Union Building? Bonke abodaka abahlala lapha basipanela lapha bayaphetha. Buka abodaka abalapha eParliament. Yini lento abayenzayo lapha eParliament? Labantu in combination yabo can overturn the constitution yet and give power to black people, but they don't do that. Majority yabantu base-parliament are black. They can change the constitution tomorrow if they agree, but all of them, they won't do that. EFF ya-offerisha ANC yathi nani ngizokunika asiyenze lento asiyishintsheni. uRupert wafona lo. Mbona ma. Hey wena. Siyakubona ungayenzi la le. Ayikayenzeki le nto. So there's no solution for a black person that will come from these houses. We must never expect. It doesn't matter ukuthi ubani. Na unonewo bekefuna ukuqala ipolitical party. Ngithi nayo noma ngayiqala angeke kusize. Because uzorasa la ngaphandle. Mawufike eParliament right within the confines zale system. You won't deliver anything from Tomyam. So into kumele silwele ukuyibhidliza le handlu le. Actually mele no. Mele zishe. Zonke neBloemfontein they must ban. They must ban all of them.
Good people, I appreciate you so much. I'll learn the great songs of our great ancestors in time. And then I realized something that when within the scope here, the spiritual world, I was not coincidence. I was just sitting at home.
Sure.
Then I had a problem with the tire. Then people were saying, no, it's chest there. And yeah, that particular person said, hey, I'm like something like Parasay. I bought him then okay. You know, there is that thing. The spirit will pull you. Yeah. Then I came and I said, then I listened. And I would say I'm more empowered pertaining from the level that I was. Because Ketla, I on my own, because of a lot of the indoctrination, they tend to keep white. So you find you dream a certain dream, and what only things that you see Egyptian people are doing, then you think it's just a dream because you don't align yourself with those people. You think, no, I know it's just a dream.
Sure.
Maybe this dream, it is because I watch National Geography. It's a dream. So I tended to put it, then even alien, you know, they will drive you, a spiritual will drive you to a certain level, then after maybe you solo. You know, because it is what? The education was driven, education was painted white, everything was tanned and changed white. Even though researchers, those Greeks, or no, when we came there, this was the is still suppressed and everything. So, but the other thing I would like us to get clarity, or in fact, not clarity, a helping hand among all of us. We must take over. The other words, they are going to do. I'm not changing our war strategies, but we also have a set goal. We have our herbs. We have our indigenous knowledge. We have, because for batore aloe vera, and then you bluff to me or when I teach you aloe vera. Why there is that aloe vera there? You know, we need to come up with a certain system that we will acknowledge, that we will respect. If we tell CSIR or no CSIR, you are not going to determine or this IPTV or any. They've done that. Why can't we? Let another one organization. This is Kim Pepper. His wife. We've known it since 1,000 years. So I think, as I said, this is not a coincidence. So I'm aligning with the movement. I'm joining the movement. My ancestors. Okay. But I'm not that much. They adorn me, because what I'm saying based on in respect of kingship, royalty. Then you come your ancestors, they say, "Nay, you must wear leopard skin." Then you say leopard skin, but leopard skin mousse is of royalty. But Papa, you thought Papa great, and you know we are royalty, but we have never went to any royal place or anything. Then or marry Papa, okay, royalty. Then now the system changed. It's time your ancestors don't know you are going to wear leopard skin, and then why am I wearing a leopard skin? No, you are royalty. In fact, you are a king. Then I'm a king in Atteridgeville. And then who will say, nah? But then I said, okay, you are saying I'm a king. Let me acknowledge that kingship, because when he said kings have been taken and they took the drivers, the kings have been replaced by the drivers. So that means when my ancestors say this, they know what happened wherever, however. So when they crown me, So sometimes I'll drive. No, I wait with pride. Now my leopard skin, or I don't know, we call it arrogance. I wait, and I believe I'm of royal blood, and so even though I'm not on the payroll, because they must be on the payroll to control you. No, that's what they do. You must be acknowledged and put on a payroll. And if that now those details, I don't know where they register, then it will come out. Then when files come out, then you must die. Because now you are breaking what they've established. They are white cohorts. So I appreciate, I did have a glimpse of seeing Ket. I think he was talking of the baptism of a ring, royal king. I think I saw you there. And I also saw the glimpse, the celebrator, I think it was the New Year, September.
Sure, last year, yes.
Yeah, so sometimes, I think, I won't say it's dangerous, I think it's a blessing, or sometimes I would call us something, it will attract you, it will pull you, because it was your path. It's just that it was not the time. So I believe now it is the time to unleash, because when I'm with such kind of force, if kinali problem or something, they will help me to unleash that power, because we are blessed. We have a power beyond what we can imagine, but because of those indoctrinations, this is not on our mind. Or no, it can't be me. No, it can't be us. So no, I appreciate everything. Thank you.
Aya simphakamiseni andabesi ukhehla umenshine indaba ye-Egypt neBhayibheli. Remember ukuthi it has been painted negatively Egypt. Mele it negative because that's not the original name. The original name is Kemet. So Kemet never enslaved anybody. Hey, so abotakabane bakula naleyon. Ha, Egypt. Kula kwaqila khona abantwana baNkulunkulu. That's the story we know. And amanga yonke lento. We are abantwana baka Mvelincane liRamaseni. We're the first to be created. Ingamla. Ingamla is second nature to us. They have a recessive gene. So Mvelincane can't create something that is recessive. You give birth because of certain things. You give birth to that which is recessive. But in nature didn't create that. Then another thing, ukuluma about medication yet. Remember Gucci, black people are supposed to have. We're supposed to have our own medication. We're not supposed to use medication that is used by white people. Because genetically, our biological makeup is different from Mabelu. So you'll find that what goes into medicine Mabelu kills us. So, kumele sibe ne pharmaceutical company a concentrate on the black gene and nothing else. So right, in terms of a cure, we need to come up with our own cure. You cannot depend, I still say, two things that where we are vulnerable. It is food, it is medicine. We totally depend on white people for these two things. If abelungu bangahamba kusasa, uzokhala wena ngendlala. Then bese go blame umuntu obaxoshile. Usiqoshela abelungu. Kuke siyalamba ma, ngithi lambani vele. Lambani until nihluzeka la emakhaya. To know what you can live without white people. Hey, so ilapho makhetha undaba ezikhulume igama elisemqoka le medicine. Medicine, we're supposed to have our own. The CSIR. I know ukuthi banceda and then nakhona basincedi ngoba ngike ngahamba lapha ngihambisa izinto. CSIR bathi bring your medicine. Let's say umgani. Hamba ubanikeze bona ubatshele ukuthi isebenza kanjani. By test, and the ones they've confirmed, Abasabuyi kuwe.
That's what they do.
Mese bethole something of that value from that. And remember ukuthi even Western medicine, there's nothing called Western medicine because medicine general, it was started by Imhotep. Imhotep ube inyanga. He's the first person to take ama herbs. Wayokhipha the active agent from this herb. Wayenza a synthetic medicine from it. So it has nothing to do with Western people. Even the instruments they use in hospitals were designed by Imhotep. Hambobuga lapha, it's all over the world because our history is written, on stone, for posterity. All that information is there. So, umlungu uyatshontsha kahle kahle. Umlungu iqili nesigebengu. Umlungu uthemo umlungu.
Hey, can I do 2 questions? One is personal. Can I see you after this, maybe?
No problem.
I thank you. The second one, hey, my point. Can you do some with the halang? Agizi kahuta lebelela some fake sangomas, some real ones. Hey, bana batwasa, is our ancestors coming out to help with this drama that we're going through now? Because we can see the change, yeah, like it. Marabanong what's because they live another 5 years, they was better, what you hang, because Nagomo, you want to support the child, but now you don't know what trapped you with the wrong person, and we don't know how to identify Abu Kobela real from the fakes. And then now, come on, the whole house, nobody has ever been twisted before. And now, now the whole house is very tall because we've never been exposed to such. Maramana sonsa twas. Zonzo regular blue and white, then the regally beats in 2000. What's a halang? Kupala clarity so that because now we're tending to frown upon something. Selumuring Rasbona is playing a major role. And then why didn't I get this already lotto numbers? Who will be?
No, Buza, right relevant question. But when it comes to Umoya, Umoya has fallen upon youth. Yes. And the immaturity youth. Asok twasan. Guna lomoya. Something is ignited within all of us. And the lava bangane ibaphethe mo. Bese ke bahlangana nezigebengu zenyanga. Abantu who have turned ubunyanga into business. Do you understand? Because ubunyanga must be remain pure. Sometimes umuntu kumele umtreat ungadwe nje ukuthi ngizifuna ukubongwa idlozi lakhe. Ungathi umuntu meke paka lapha ubheka ikaro GL whatever. Lo ngizomshaya 5000 uyayithola leyo. Intwaso thina as African people yonke into siyayithwasela according to African culture. From 1 to 7 uyathwasa. Moso ujampela from 7 to 14 uyathwasa. From 14 to another until uzushate yintwaso yonke leyo. And the yini intwaso enlightenment. So if umntwana ukhombisa i-potential of i-pineal gland being open, Melanin encouraging ngayiblock. Lo mntwana must be channeled through the proper channels. But lento okhuluma ngayo ukuthi these days abantu because sekubhekwe imali kakhulu. Once ubeka imali phambili umoya usekho. Awusekho umoya at all. So kumele leyo ngane leyo bukani la. Ningathathi ingane umuntu mekumele ayothwasa. Don't agree to be told by sangoma. Wena mele uyiphuphe
Thank you.
Sometimes baze bakubonise ukuthi this is where you need to go. Ungavumi nje umuntu hayi no uhlangana nawe la estradeni. Hayi sisi. Kona manje into engizwayo azabhodla. That intimidate so that. Uthule uzwe yonke lento ayishoyo. You understand? Mela ubonge nje ukuthi hayi ngiyabonga gogo. Uma amadlozi afuna ngithwasa ngakafiki kimi asikabi isikhathi. You understand? And it doesn't mean ukuthi mawungathwasanga ngobungoma lobu wena awukhona ukuthwasiswa umoya. You understand? Mina ngathwasiswa umoya before ngene ephehlweni. Kwathi ngifika ngina 2 days ephehlweni. Omunye wabafowethu beke lapho mache earlier than uvuka nombono utshela ugobela wami uthi kuthiwa ngukutshela ukuthi unsingisa uthwase ngaphandle uzoqedelela nje la yathola leyo nto leyo ilapho lo process believer emoyeni wakho and the number ngake ngiye ngiyothwasa if umama mazanga vela ngoba umama wavela ephushweni wathi yonke lento yenzile in terms of studying ancient knowledge system wathi kimi it's perfect ubeka zonke le ncwadi engiyifundile etafuleni uthi you see here it's perfect ushoda is good mina ke because bengisase JSE ngifonela uBlonde ngithi ejo kumele sifome iband yamakatha no Blonde ngithi ejo kumele sifome iband mangivuka le kanti nix mele ngiyoguqa ngishayelwe mengena la njengoba ngisho 2 days ngenile ugobe kwaphupha umfowethu wathi baba kuthiwa ngizokutshela ukuthi hayi unsingeza ukuyilendlela la so umoya yakuthwasile outside the institution yentwasa so thembela umoya and nimamele lento okuthiwa isambulelo lento ihunch divine inspiration siphila ngayo and bese ke you look at the signs ukuthi mengivuka ekseni umoya uthi ngenzeni umoya mawuthi namhlanje lala ngiyalala mina it doesn't matter ukuthi nginama appointment ayingaka nginandaba umoya uthe ngaphumi la kule jareni kanti umoya mawuthi fonela indlovukazi manje utankiso manje ngiyamfonela because umoya itiming yomoya is always perfect and the mengifona at that time lento bengiyifuna na you ready athi yazi bengucabanga uyayibona leyo it means ukuthi we are connected i-Wi-Fi yodaki is being updated and iza kanjani leyo nto around the layer of earth there is what is called the Schumann frequency and that Schumann frequency it has increased in terms of its vibrational frequency so therefore our vibrational frequency and DNA is being upgraded and updated singabantu abamnyama ungamangali la ePitori nibona umuntu enduza ngumshanyelo kufike isikhathi because that was normal for us like lento yokuhamba emanzini we used to do that kungasiyinto engathi inkulu so yavaleka the day we colonized and kungena age cassette that's when everything was closed but now that a gate is opening again for us to be powerful again yingakho future must be grounded by umoya not ego because once future yethu is based on ego then siyofana nayo le midlwembe ebusi Africa so we must be different from them abantu abanesabelo to rule Africa into the future are spiritual people akekho umuntu wenyama who's going to rule Africa into the future so youth ayingene ithwase because umoya is preparing future leaders.
Yebo.
Njengoba kuba ngathi fashion abantwana bayabhodla bangenelwa umoya. Asifashion. Umoya okhona. Remember ukuthi MAAT kuvuleka igate. MAAT wehlisela lo moya einganeni zakhe thina singabantwana directly baka MAAT. Abekho abanye abantu who can claim that except umuntu omnyama. So it is our time. Yabona thina generation angeke sibenefite kuyo yonke lento esikhulumayo. Kepha kuyo benefita ingane zethu. So all we are doing thina lay the foundation so that bona banyathele kalula, not like us. Sasabothajwa umnyudaki lapha Union Building. Huh? Uzonika ingamla ilentuza sithwalandwe. The whole white person. Nomjuda. Umjuda laba ba Rupi ANC. Ngale Freedom Charter. The land belongs to all who live in it. Nonsense clause. Yafakwa amandiya nabelungu leyo clause. There's no sane black person who can write that nonsense.
So, Papa, when we go our government, they must form constitution that fix South Africa. Why? Because for me, constitution on helping this future generation to come. Probably constitution with things like this, traditional things. Whereas the penalty for the wrong doings. Like constitution.
All right.
One start our own constitution before we expect it from you.
No. Melody. Sibuele to our original princes and princesses. Do you understand? So we need to go back to that mentality. Then we force these people to destroy the republic and the constitution here. We tell them, Guti Tina, this is what we want. And that's all that needs to happen in South Africa. If Umdomnyama can stand up and speak with one voice, it won't even take a month. Simile nje threaten the whole country. Sit aside full lumpet. We are paying. As you need the Mali, as you need the Foko. If I nale mpeto we vote. Puza 2024 sihlale sonke. Sishaywa noma ungaphuzi kahle. Shaywa endlini. Uzirelaxele ekhaya. Yeah, destroy system kancane kancane. But the system I survive this one. You know, ubugwala bethu. Being afraid to demand justice for yourself. This is what perpetuates the colonization yethu. Njengoba ngukutshela, if singaba angazi kanjani, the information ithi vuku wonke umuntu omnyama. Sonke psychically sithole le message. Sivuke one day. Yasikhwelwa sonke iSouth Africa yamanzi babuze ke nifunani awukhosi bethu iyaphela le Republic of South Africa manje i-consciousness yethu enza ukuthi lento iloko iqhubeka ngalendlela. So we need to change our consciousness. Tina, this is our country. Umlungu akana country. Umlungu akazanga ne country la. Umlungu akazanga na foko ngisho nenkomo. Yonke into abanayo bayithathela. Yingakho mebefuthaka mele bayishishe.
So situation as is. Sorry. Lali lasa. Situation as is. You see I'm Atteridgeville and this thing's about to come out. What's the title of the voting next year? Yeah. There's a flag thing coming out and I'm gonna need everybody's support because I'm the face.
Not
It's
voting.
scary, yeah. Because
Not voting. Sit up. We are with you there.
Okay. Flag everything now is like this. Every youth of South Africa needs land. See it? This is the
Needs?
land.
Oh.
So the bracken or without land down and Atteridgeville. So I am very pleased to
Ngathi bangashintsha lapha ngathi need but we demand.
demand.
Ngoba need usabancane.
Akile no papa limo Islam ba ruta that thing ya being humble.
They're fully humble. Fully palm or name.
Araba did it here, guys. Araba did 1976. Social media.
How it's going to happen whether we want it or not. Civil war is coming. Whether we want it or not. Sizolwana. And sizo ingam so inqoba. Asina chance. Singagwinya nje 1 week ingam. Ziphele finish South Africa. So mele silwe for us to be able to get. Remember ukuthi akekho umuntu that gives you power. That you must be aware. You take power. So, lendo ye liberation yet, nekize galula. Umoya, there will come a time, umoya uti, I ni pase enough. Hambani otati pamani. Mina semba ngobile moyeni. Niyoti nifika nje nipese ni a level up. Hey, yamba kanjani. But see now, end of God. In that campaign, we are with you. Hey.
Comment or you will Lesotho. We can comment aga taba moya. Or banove nyano e batwasa. My comment uri you'll find uri ngwana munyane but it's an old soul.
But spirit. Kesha injalo. Uma credo church asukuthi you respect even umntwana omunye. Mina ephethweni ngangigubela ingane na 7. Ngoba ugobela athi umoya ongaphakathi kulomntwana is older than the physical body. So I fully agree with you guys. MAAT.
Ke rata go dumedisa o mongwe le mongwe ke tlhakele mo Atteridgeville ke belegala mo Atteridgeville and ka tsone ke thabile thata gore yo mokgolo tlo ha khole ka mokgolo ga khole go Soweto ke mo ke mfitile ko master pieces morita ka khona mona le ka ntlhela and then ntse o le re ya moya every time when I announce gore ke ya go ba bona go go I just kept quiet without telling anyone. Ke maketse ke sentsane ke fitlhang and ke a utlwa ba bolela ka bana nna ke tsositse ke ngwana a ira grade 8 a tsena sekolo sa Mabudi ba mpitsa ngwana ba re thika region a re tere bona I don't belong anywhere else and then ngwana ka mpitsa re mama wa itse re motho wa mathomo mo lefatsheng ke motho and I could not believe my eyes. For hateng we ile Gold Reef City ke motsa re dipolo go khulu ba yetla le ngwana na mpontsha di maka dilo wa ditse without even a di bala mo bukeng le ba re ke slow learner but ntho e ntshang ka letsogo ka ka I saw hopefully ya Atteridgeville e ka tla ya go bona bopila bo re ke bo bonang ke la bona gore le nna ke sa ithuta but most of the things I learned from my daughter, who started her business at the age of 19. She's 21 years now. I'm going to pride myself with this daughter of mine. She was called a slow learner. Can't you know she was being hidden from the system? She was hidden, my daughter. She's a gem. When I would do anything, I would protect her with my life. I did not know. Mainstream and time and again, to attend that movement. At least sometimes it's like a miracle. Every time, I was supposed to be in Mpumalanga. They took me to Durban. I was supposed to be there. I'm like, why can't I? But today I'm so grateful. I'm so happy in Kulu, and Nati will spread the word.
Indlovukazi ikhuluma igama elisemqoka ukuthi uvuswe ingane yakhe. I-youth yanamhlanje yiyo ezo-educate ama-parents. So into eyenzakalayo Ndlovukazi, siyabonga ife ingane yakho ikulofu because kahle i-future yabo waseyethu. So if le frequency bayibamba manje and nathi sibanikeza i-foundation right, bazophila kamnandi, you know. So mele kube njalo ingane lapha eGK bakhona niyababona every Sunday. Those are people who are going to take over from us. You know, buyers preparers ange sithi thina hey nina fundani lena isuke kubo lento labantwana. No, kupowetha poetry ya MAAT. Umntwana ishaye the way ngakhona ngemedu nature. Hayi ngesizulu. So manje umoya yilento esikhuluma ngayo. Remember enye into Ndlovukazi, there are so many black people who are called slow learners. Umoya wethu is rejecting the poison esiyithola ebelungu naturally. Ebese sithi hayi ingane isituphunga, akunasituphunga sodaki. We are the most intelligent species of you know, human beings. Thina bodaki. Kepha udaki uthi discover the diamond that is within me, and you help it to polish it. That's all I want. Don't bring something from outside, then you force it upon my system. There is something that I'm born with. Ngizalwe ngifumbathe something. So when as a teacher, you need to find that thing. Then ungibeke ku alignment yami, my vibrational frequency. Ungangenzisi i-science ne-mathematics ukuthi I'm good ku agriculture. Because once ungifaka lapho uzongenza isidumbu. Lento is not within me naturally. So injalo yingakho education system must change. Kumele sibhidlize izikolo or sizi redevelop into talent centers. The whole country, we need to create talent centers so that sibe nama program or abantu abazalwe ngenyanga ka-asa i-behavior yabo ile. Their strong point is this one. Therefore, program, curriculum yabo must be different from abantu abazalwe ngoDisemba. Lethola leyo nto leyo. Hey, so that umntwana at the age of 5 ungena lapho uyasho ukuthi oh, this is a MAAT house. Now programs wonke that are supposed to benefit abantu baka MAAT, because that is a tribe ka MAAT. Angeke uyifanise ne tribe ka Jehuti. Abantu baka MAAT bashayele phansi uJehuti uyampepereza. uJehuti must be given i-program yakhe ukuthi lo uyapepereza vele mele simnikeze i-communication. They are best in communication. Do you understand? So i-education system yethu izoba njalo. Ngiyabonga Ndlovukazi.
Ra is the sun, and Ra and the sun and the moon create an electromagnetic field. So between the atoms, the sun and the moon, which one came first?
Between the sun and the moon. Remember, okay, a good question. when the sun emerged from that volcanic, eruption, it emerged both male and female. That is why when it grows by division, right? From one they became three, which is Shu and Tefnut. Do you understand? So the sun is not Hore, it's male. It's both. It's an androgen, cosmic body that has both the male and the female. So everything emanated from the sun because the sun is the creator that created everything on our planet and everything else after it had created itself. So that is the balance that we have. Uguti from one, they became three, which is Shu and Tefnut. Tefnut represents water, the other one represents what? Good question. Good question.
That contradicts the whole. The moon is the one that controls the females. So does that mean the sun is the one that controls the males' emotions?
Okay. Let me explain again. The sun and the moon, the relationship is like one. Something was one before, then separated. Meaning the sun, the moon doesn't produce its own light and energy. It reflects the light of So now every birth is controlled by the moon. And the moon gives birth to both male and female. Until a certain month, we are all female. It difference very much later. But umntwana esibelethweni for a long period of time, I don't know how many months, we are all female until that separation yama hormones gets into the womb, beseke informa ke indoda. Yingakho sithi Ndlovukazi, about the importance of the female energy. People don't understand because those are people who have been conditioned by white people to think that there can never be a man without a woman. The first woman who gave us all the mitochondria DNA was an African woman. Indoda yonke emhlabeni izalwa. So Indlovukazi yiyo enkulu ngethu. Yikho sibabiza amakhosi kazi. Indlovukazi. Amongst Indlovu mezihamba, who's in charge? Indlovukazi makhethe. Ekhaya, who makes the house warm and home? Who energizes the sun in our solar system? Indlovukazi. The star formation we call the Sirius star gives energy to the sun that controls our solar system. So the female energy is always above. So you must never be shameful ukuthi ukhotamela Indlovukazi iyakuzala. Thokozile. Sivalile. Akuzisigubhu manje. Thokozile.
Sanibonani. Mina benginesicelo ngile ngahamba nyana so ngizwile abantu abayi-understand lento esizele la abanye yabo so besicela ukuthi at least kube na something efana nokuthi maybe kube ne-calendar or iphayili ye-calendar ezohlala ikhona lapha ejardini la size khona namhlanje ukuthi mhlazane kuzoba nabantu abazokwazi ukuthi ba-conscientize abantu bazi ukuthi ikhalenda izotholakala kuphi. Because mina ngisuke ethembisa nasethembisa bayangicela ukuthi ikhalenda itholakala ithengiswa. Mina ngibatshela ukuthi eSoweto. So abanye abantu angazi ukuthi bayadoubt or basaba ukuphelelwa imali ukuthi in yabo. So ngibona ukuthi if ever izobe ila eduze then ungayenza something yabo, because bayabuzisa ngalo ukuthi bayenzani lapha bathi hayi basesontweni and thina sikhe esontweni. So bekithi ngiyabashiya kanjalo ngoba lento ethi kulo ngabachaze ukuthi cha asikhe esontweni la sikhuluma direct nabogogo nabomkhulu abanikazi bomhlaba, uyabona sikhuluma nabo and ukuze nina nibezwe sondelana. So sizocela ukushiya umsebenzi kulaba abahlala la laba balama ngoba bazoza vele batemune kuboni mole nodiyang mole libabutsa or mole neribulela libona Ramasedi bingweni straight so re nyaka o etsa hore batho ba tsebe gore ke rena bomang. So ba tori manje dilo tse di dirang di rabala byang la re yang kada di tlo khupela the Royal African Calendar. So itlo ke tlo ba yona itlo ba bontshang hore hantle ke eng vele go bona. So unfortunately ke ya siZulu mara ku tlile ba re etla di ya Spain di etla di language kaofela. So ne re khupela thata hore at least lena ba ba leng mo le dulang mo ha ba tla go lena le ba fe full explanation ya hore ne re dirang, because we know wa bona ba tsote ba re hlompi ba re aba shisi impepha ba phetha amadlozi wa no sikhuluma nabo. So ne re khupela ke khupela yona ntwe khupela o fa mmereko ngade a ke tseng hore yang mara askise le ke re ke a kopela hore at least dibuka o pile o na le tsona mola ke a tseba hore ba tlo di nyaka. These people ba utlwang ntwe but they don't know where to find the book, so they have to have the book in order gore tsheko ba re leng mo ka tsheko re tlo bulela le ena khoshi sekukuni wa re utlwa mo wa leng teng a etse batho ba hae hore ba understand hore re le rena re khopela tshwarelo hore a buti wa hae o ile wa mrekisa. Ke a leboha.
Yeah, go respond a month here. What mo tshwane re ne di group chat ya tshwana. So go ya re ba ba le teng mo ba step sure. Ama ba teng ba le buka mo la tata buke ba patla ma tswa ha ba mo group chat na re so that go lo ba updated ka everything.
Any just to support. I think sokufika isikhathi especially njengoba sekuzovela nalesu kumele kube i-business opportunity for abantu basesigodlweni whereby you buy at this price, you go and resell at that price so that you have a profit now. So then in that way izosabalala, you know, as soon as kube nesuthu iba ready, then we started that problem. So the thing atholakali nje esigodlweni kuphela, but when in your own area you can sell them, you buy from esigodlweni at this price, uyithengisa ngala, imagine yakho ile finish. Thokozini.
MAAT. Ihubo la heteru liri indlovukazi yamadlozi nake le heteru ke batla donate calendar e1 from GEK wabona ka hemkhulu ka boletsi mara calendar e tsamaya ka caution ho ka kra caution e right then you get a calendar. So from Heteru Kingdom, at least get caution at a pay. How many natural numbers do we have? And what is the last natural number? So Marnanka Skoluketabat, Ketokatavela is the Wugas, who Asokata Mototo Misamoto, who Vascari favoritism. Because of the more Atteridgeville. So Kikopan Wugas. What's this country? When Otakato one Ota Arawa, and then from Heteru Kingdom, I'll donate a calendar. Marikias is Zulu for now. Marikias is Zulu for now, that is printed. Yes, Zulu is on printing again. Hey, so to ask give by Mr. Mato. Question again, repeat it happen. How many natural numbers do we have? And what is the last number?
In terms of numbers, we have 1. Because before we became like this, we were 1 unit. Then there's 2. From 2 we go to 3. From 3 we jump to 7. 7 is the number of completion according to what I've read. And then from there we jump to 12. Which is, I think, the number of... And then we have 24, which I think is the last number. Closely related to 10 and 5. Those were the numbers that came before the other numbers. That's the knowledge I have.
Anyone with a different view according to mathematics and science? We are scientists, by the way, more GEK again. Yeah, we are scientists and we do hacker through MAAT. So, anyone who's got a different view,
I think we've got 1 and 0 in digits, digital electronics. There's 1, which means on, and 0, which is off. This is how we formulated numbers. We've got binary. This is the knowledge.
We've got 10 numbers, but our number system starts from 0. Meaning the last number is what? 9. So, to my satisfaction, we are willing to my satisfaction. Now, here's the last question. What does 9 mean? 9, number 9, Irahuri. Sister, we're not going to mystery symbol. Alibati calendar.
Represent completion.
Consciousness. It represents consciousness. On the last ending note here, Credo Mutua, we did talk about Credo Mutua. Or Credo Mutua, the last number. Why is the last number? He passed on at the age of 99. So 9 plus 9, 18. 1 plus 8, yeah, it takes 9 months for a completion. That's like it. So 9 is the number of consciousness. So meaning, if Mwaha of 2023, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3, 7. Here number 7. So we are going to infinity for 8. If you are not conscious, you are not aware of the knowledge of Credo Mutua, when the year ends, you are going to 0 to 1. Sure, we are going to bury it because of already government million graves. So please, people, let's be conscious. Let's be conscious of the calendar, understand the calendar, because of that is the only prevalence Moya Ofuga, Gamo Southern Hemisphere. Realign. We are kings and queens. We must treat each other like that and behave like kings and queens. So I lost track. I get out from there. But the Buga, little taller. As to go the Roman South, Kilawahomina, Luna one Cohole, Hausi, Difficilamoramo, Pelindawa, Little Kutrela, Vetalona, asikereke mbone ke sekolo, it's a lifetime school. Le batho le ba botseng gore damane o la nkolo tsegiza as well ba ntongwane asi moruti le nna ke moruti nne and I don't inspire to be moruti mo ke mo sekolong mo re shoota ko Piela Street 897 I guess yeah every Sunday kausane is like a Sunday to us or what kausane ke holiday re tla ja di buga ra ja mophatlo ka di chat asithokozeni
we